Jay LaRock, Percent Off Collector, and we are back with another episode where I went to a couple of garage sales, and this was one of those instances where you don't judge a book by its cover. Because sometimes when you're driving around and you're going to different garage sales, you might think to yourself, man, I don't know if I want to go there. Oh, they don't look like they have nothing. This place look a little bit sketchy. And I admit, this one place, it did look a little bit sketchy. They had some let's say political banners up that kind of worried me a little bit. But you know, I'm always the kind of person I want to at least see. I don't want to just prejudge because I know what that feels like. So I was like, I gotta go see. Plus, I'm after those bargains. You know that I gotta get that money, right? So let me tell you guys what we do here, just in case you're new to the channel. First of all, if you are new, thank you, because that's awesome. Basically, I collect Transformers and G.I. Joes. As you see, that's usually what I have. I have some mini arcades as well. But we have a thing called Call to Action Figure Toy Donation Drive. And that's where we ask people to click on our Amazon wish list that you can find in the description. And anything that you click on and buy, we'll do a video, and then those toys go to a local charity here in Seattle called Birthday Dreams. And they provide birthdays, presents for homeless kids. So I'm always on the lookout for things myself to add, either add on to things that people donate, or if we don't have a donation that week, I'll just pull and add it myself either way. That way, at least every week, there's something that is being donated. So they can only take something that's new and unopened. So obviously, on garage sales, I come across so many things that are, not open. But I realized that I also like reselling now. Like, nothing crazy. I'm not trying to be some of these people out here. I mean, they're awesome. I like watching some of them. But first of all, I don't have the money for that. And second of all, being the percent off collector, I like looking for those super bargains. So I also like seeing toys and other things that I may not have ever thought to like get myself. And that makes me feel like happy to like experience it. And that's kind of what this video is today, because it's all about new experiences. So in these cases, most of these have already been opened, or what happens in some cases is if the item is something that's like really rare, and let's say I could get like, let's say $100 for it, then for me, I do the calculation that I think it's better to get that 100 and then buy a bunch of toys to donate, because that's really what I'm doing here. Most of the time, anything that I flip is going to go to donation. Yes, I may use some of it to buy one of the toys for me as well, but a lot of it goes to buy things that will end up being donated. So as I said, and we're just about to get to this, is that I went to this one garage sale that's really cool. Now, unlike some other videos that you might see that, when I do garage sales finds, I don't do videos on site. And here's one of the reasons. One, a lot of people, if they see a video, they automatically think you're like super reseller guy. I'm not. It's not my first job. It's not my second job. It's not a job. This is a little hobby. Like literally, when I go out, I'm spending like $20 a weekend. If I get close to 30, it's a lot. So I am not no super reseller. I don't have any super hints and tips, except that going and talking to people is something that, believe it or not, is kind of a lost art. And I think that sometimes when you're recording, it's hard to really focus on a conversation. Because let's face it, some of the conversations are going to be, starting up. Hey, how you doing? All that small talk. That's not great YouTube content, right? Like, honestly, you guys don't want to see me, shooting the breeze for about 15 minutes with somebody. But I like that. And I like just talking to people, especially if they have something that's interesting and you find out that they're a fan of this or a fan of that. And I've gotten bargains like that. So that's one of the main reasons why you won't see that kind of footage on my channel, is because I don't want to put out an air of like it's just business. Because for me, it isn't just business. I like going out there and experiencing this stuff, and it's cool. Sure, I'm going to sell some of it and make a profit too, of course. But it's also because I like toys. I like interacting with people, which is weird because I'm really an introvert, and for the most part I don't. But when I go to these things, it's awesome. So as I said, this place, if it was any other time, I probably wouldn't have went there, because I would have been like, oh man, I'm not sure about these people, this and that. But I went there, and this place, was had like all this vintage stuff, and the people there were super nice and friendly, and basically they told me that her grandmother had an antique like shop, and she had all this stuff, and that they're just trying to sell it, and they had like all types of prices on there, like crazy prices, but in the end they were selling everything for like $1. And that's why I said, like, if I went in there prejudging, I would have think, oh, I'm not going to get a deal, or it's going to be this and that. But no, I talked to these people like human beings, you know, like human beings, and had a great conversation, learned about where all this stuff, awesome stuff came from, and got a good deal. But enough of the long winding. You want to see the stuff, right? You want to see the stuff? Okay, so as I said, they had a vintage store. So some of this stuff was like, you know, it's kind of messed up, but it's just cool. And here's the first one. So this one here, now, I don't really have years on these, but this is Geppetto porcelain doll, and this is like, right? Yeah, it's like a Native American clothing, and that's really cool. Like, it has some weight to it. There really isn't anything on the back or anything, and you can see like there's like some slight water damage, but I was able to see like inside. I don't think I can open this up now. Oh well, maybe, let's see, because yeah, it's not the way it sits. It's like it'd be hard to pull it out right now, but this is really cool. It's just like an old vintage doll, and then for me, it's just I just thought it was just something cool, and it just looked classic. So I looked this up. These go for about $10. I paid $1 for it, so that was cool. And as I said, it's like for me, it doesn't matter if it's something that's considered a girl's toy or a boy's toy. If it's cool, I'm gonna take a look at it. So the next thing is this one, and I don't know, man. Some of these dolls, I have to admit, some of you doll collectors, how do you do it with those eyes? Look at that. This one was the. Is this right? Yeah. Oh no, this is the Wizard of Oz, Pazietti. Wow. Look at that down here. See that? And so that's cool. Again, like you see a little bit of water damage, but the doll and everything is intact, and it has like a little crown and looks all cool, and those eyes staring at you. Again, $1. This goes for about $10 or so. And then they also had some bears, and let's see. The next one I had is this is the 20th century bear. It's cool because it had like a stand on it too, so you can stand it up. So this is the brass button Dex 2000 20th century handcrafted bear, and that was cool. And I just thought it just looked sweet, cute little bear with a suit on. It's like, come on. And then they had another one. Let's see, where's that one? I don't think. Did I not miss that one? Well, here's the other one. This one's the 1900s bear. Again, both of these go for like $25, especially like this one. Like you can see, it still has a tag. So, I like this suit. So this is like the 1900s. You see 1900 there, bear, and with the glasses and the suit. So I just thought that was sweet, and the hat. I thought that was awesome. And then this other doll. This is the Mary Poppins Effenby. I think Effenby. I know I'm probably butchering that. So people that know these dolls, it's okay to kind of yell at me in the comments. But this is from the Wizard of Oz, which is, I'm sorry. This is the Mary Poppins one, and the stand is its own brand. But you see this one also has like the little paper and all that, and it's checked. So that was really cool. This other doll I wasn't able to identify. It broke. It's hard to see. This is another Native American doll, and those eyes, man. I don't know. Those eyes be getting to me, man. But unfortunately, like, it broke, and you can see like it down here. That's basically like the chest and stomach area. It like cracked. So unfortunately, I can't sell this one. But this will just be something that, take some pictures of. because it's like you can't really tell it's broken until you like feel that like that. But it's unfortunate that happened. So I was like, that was really cool. And they had a few other things. Actually, you know what? I was gonna leave this for a different video, but honestly, I think this is just so cool. This isn't really dolls, but this is like, this thing here is just interesting. So these are some basically CB radios, so citizen band transceivers. This is from 1966, and this thing had a tag on it for 55 bucks, and they gave it to me for $1 again. And the thing is, I was able to turn them on, but I'm not able to communicate, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not tuning it correctly or something like that. But for me, it was just that they just look so cool. I mean, look at that. That is just sweet looking. I just thought that is just awesome. And it even has like on back, it tells you like the date. Look at that, 1965. So I just thought that was just cool. I mean, these are like beautiful as far as condition wise. So I just thought that was really sweet. So those were items. I think there was I also got like a pin, like it was a J.C. Penney Olympic pin set, and that was good too. That was a good one. I don't have that here though. That one I already actually sold for, I think it was $20, and I paid $1 for it. So that was really cool. But then I went to another garage sale closer to my house, and they had a couple of bobbleheads for the Seattle Mariners. So, and they were selling these all for $2 each, and these are really cool. And like this one goes for about this 2014 goes for about $25, and then you have this one that goes for about $15, and then you have this one that also goes for about $15. So that was cool. And I was just about to leave when the lady called me and said, "Hey, I got another bobblehead, but it's not sports. Do you mind?" I'm like, "Sure, show it to me." And it was, and look, these are things like this I didn't even know was a thing. Like, this is just sweet. This bobblehead, and this one, and this they also sold it to me for $2, and this goes for about $25 on eBay. So I was like, wow, that is really cool. So basically, all of these items, you know, like I said, they've been opened. Some of them have package and water damage. So unfortunately, at least on the packaging, so these are things I can't donate to Birthday Dreams. But altogether, you know, and as I said, as a reseller, I'm not looking for crazy money. I'll just sell it low enough so I can sell it quickly. But it's still a nice thing. As I said, $1 each. So all this stuff, and the ones that were $2. So I didn't even hit 20 yet as far as this stuff is. So that to me was a great haul. But there is something where the bug of reselling did hit me when I went to Salvation Army. And this was actually the first time I went to Salvation Army to buy anything. And I was just looking around, and behind the back, they had behind the counter they had these mint condition, the Babysitters Club dolls. I mean, look at that. And these were about $20 each. But I actually did look this up because I was just curious. I was like, man, if they have it behind the counter, how much are these worth? And these go for $150 more in this condition, because it's actually unopened. Really, the only thing is that here the tape, just because it's old, came loose. So like all of these, do I have the date? Yeah, all these are like 1991. So you have this first one, and then we got this second one. I always thought though the pictures are kind of the way they did, like, I mean, it's not a real picture, but it's like, I don't know, the artwork looks kind of weird. Like, I mean, like, they got my girl Jessie looking weird, man. I don't know, like, they did weird with these pictures. Speaking of Jessie, and this was cool. So got these three for $60, and as I said, I could get 400 plus for these. And again, this is an example of something where, to me, it's better to flip than to give, because in this case, is it possible that there's a kid that likes the Babysitters Club? Maybe, but to me, I just think that the amount of money I can get with this, I could get so many toys based on things that I know that are requested. So to me, it just makes more sense to get $150 for this and then have all that extra money to buy toys than on the off chance that there's a kid that actually wants the Babysitters Club from 1991. So that's my logic as far as reselling goes. If I come across something new, like I have some stuff here that I did get from like thrift stores, like I mean not from, well yeah, some of these were from thrift stores, some of these were also from garage sales. Like this is going directly in the donation bin because these are newer toys. I know that there's kids that will like them, so stuff like that are not going to be flipped, you know. So that's basically my thought process. But altogether, still under $100, you know, and easily can make, you know, $500+ with this stuff. So excellent haul. So if you like these type of videos where I talk about my journey into reselling and going out and finding all these cool toys and things like that, you know, please consider giving us a like. I'm doing videos every day. We do these recaps of things I found at garage sales, usually on Thursdays. So, and if you like, you know, like all the content we have, consider giving a sub as well. But until next time, remember our motto: no discount, no deal. Catch you next time.